Well, hello, and welcome back. Today's topic is not losing your idle time. So I'm going to be really quick on this because I am out of idle time and I need to go. But the basic idea is this. You have idle or dead time during your day that is not necessarily your most productive time. It's not where you're spending your high value activities. It's just something you have to do. I'll give you a couple of quick examples. One would be going to work. Another would be on a Zoom call at work. There's times where you're kind of doing something, but you're kind of not doing something. While you're driving, you got to pay attention to the road. You're driving, so you can't be doing something else. You can't be doing other things with your hands, basically, right? And then same thing in a Zoom meeting. You have to be paying attention. You have to be taking notes, but you're not using your full faculties. There's a lot of waiting time and whatnot. So I'll give you some examples of what you could do to improve this time, to make it time that really benefits you. So one thing that I do on my drive is that I'm always listening to an audiobook. And I kind of alternate between fantasy books like Mistborn series and self-help books like Atomic Habits, which I actually haven't started that one yet, but it is over there on the, oh, you can't see it in the frame. But so I listen to audiobooks, and just so I don't get fatigue, I alternate between the two, because fiction books are typically because I want to enjoy myself and relax a little bit, and the self-help books are because I want to put in messages in my brain that are going to improve my life. And to be honest, I don't get those messages very well. So there are books that I have listened to multiple times because I need that reinforcement of that learning, because I forget. I don't pick up all the habits in the first go, etc. And then when you're doing something like Zoom meetings, what if you were to put an under-desk treadmill at your desk and you could do not jogging, but just light walking? Just give yourself a little bit of activity, a little bit of something to do, because you might be pacing or want to pace or something like that anyway. If you had, and I know this is a little bit of an investment, but if you had a standing desk like the IKEA Skarsta and a under-desk treadmill like the Urivo that I've mentioned before, then you could accomplish that. And there's other things that you could be doing, two things at once. I've talked about having tea and reading. So the point that I wanted to get to was just see where you have idle time in your life that you could and would and will make good use of, and make good use of it to better your life. So that's all I've got for now. Oh, I totally forgot the intro here too. I'm going to do this just for the sake of forcing the habit on myself. So I'm AJ O'Neill, and this is Health, Wealth, and Commitment, where I teach you how to win at life from the bias of my own experience. I want to thank you so much for joining in and listening. And if this made your life brighter, lighter, or better in any way, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And you can leave comments below, ask questions, give your own thoughts, your own tips. I would love to hear your own tips on what you do to use your idle time. That would be something that would really benefit me, and I'd really appreciate it if you could leave some of those. And then if you want to follow on Facebook or subscribe on YouTube, the links are in the description to do so. And as well, I have another channel, which is Beyond Code Bootcamp, where I teach software engineering. So if that is something that you're interested in to learn to increase your quality of life by switching careers or improving your career where you're at, then do so. Go ahead and subscribe to it. With all that, you have, I brought this up too soon. With all that, you have the best day ever.